Loose at the front.
.それではですね、クルー紹介のインタビューをやっていきたいと思います。これが我らがテンプル B クルーです。イエーイ。Okay, James, where are you from England?
Hello, I'm James. I'm from Twickenham in southwest London in England.
Wow, wonderful. So, what grade are you now?
I'm in my third year of university at Edinburgh and I'm studying history.
Okay, then Levy.
Hi, I'm Alexander Levy. I was born in Edinburgh. And I'm second year studying electrical and mechanical engineering.
How long have you been rowing?
Around 11, yeah, 11,
wow.
12.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Yeah, I started young at the start of high school. Yeah.
How about James?
So I started rowing when I was 14 years old, 13 turning 14, so I've been doing it for 7, nearly 8 years now.
A little bit specific questions. How many times have you raced at Henley Royal Regatta?
So I've raced at Henley 3 times. Henley Royal, I've raced 3 times. I've done the Forley once, which is the junior quads.
Oh.
And then I've done the Temple Challenge Cup twice. And then the year before I did the Forley, a couple of years before, I had to go at Henley qualifiers to try and qualify my J16 boat for the Temple, but we didn't get in. So I've raced qualifiers a couple of times and raced the Real Regatta 3 times.
This will be my 4th Henley. I raced it 3 times. The first time in the Folly Quad juniors, and then I did the Thames Challenge Cup for Moseley Boat Club, and then last year I raced the Temple Challenge Cup for Edinburgh.
Why are you a member of Moseley?
I did it so after school and before university.
Oh, gap year?
I did a gap year. Yeah, I'd highly recommend. No, it was good fun. You meet lots of lovely people and you get quick. Yeah.
イギリスの4大クラブの一つです。Okay, thank you. What are our strong points? 今このクルー絶好調で駆け上がってるところなんですけど。
So I think one thing we do have going for us is that we're we have a lot of fun on training.
Yes.
Training sessions very fun.
Very excited.
We keep energies high all the time. Yeah. A couple of people sometimes a bit more tired than us. Sometimes I don't know what the Japanese phrase. Wake up on the wrong side of the bed. It's sort of bad morning and then a bit more sad. Other template ahead of us that we sort of do our best to try and beat quite a lot. So there's a lot of chat between the boats and making fun of each other.
It's fun trying to. I have to swear on this now.
Go on.
I like rattling.
Yeah, there you go.
Template and
buttering. Yeah.
Making pushing them because I think
makes the boat club go quicker.
Makes the boat club go quicker. They so push off each other, and I think the good thing about being in Temple B is every session is a win because we're ranked as the slower crew. So when Temple A win, it's kind of expected. But then when we have the upper hand, it's quite nice. Yeah.
What are the reasons of our crew's positive atmosphere?
I think it's the sort of the people in the boat. I think we're all. Quite a few of us are quite close friends. I think you've got Rob and Matt up in the Sterns, who both joined the squad this year, and they sort of come in with a really positive attitude and a lot of chat up to the top. And then Will as well sort of joins in on that. Alex, I think, perhaps slightly calming presence, but occasionally will egg on Rob. And
I'll egg on her. Well, I'm in 17th, so I'm just behind Rob, and he's probably our liveliest character. And I'll egg him on sometimes, and it just creates a good atmosphere. And I'm just there for the entertainment, really.
Cam being a bit upset.
今日もストロークの選手が喋りすぎて、ちょっと口論にa small conflict.
Yeah, a little.
になるぐらい練習中に喋っているっていう感じで、いい雰囲気の中、日本だとなかなか in Japan, I think there are a few crews like us.
Yeah.
So having fun, excited, but train hard.
Yeah.
Japanese crews really serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very focused.
Yeah.
You think we're a bit more have a bit of fun with it.
Yeah, so
still,
I think
we still train quite hard and
yeah. So that is why I really enjoying this club.
yeah,
Yeah.
a bit lighter atmosphere, but still getting quite quick.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much.
Yay.
続いては Rob ストロークです。で Gabe 4番です。Will 5番の選手です。So where are you from?
I'm from Australia originally.
I'm from Minnesota in the United States.
Minnesota.
And I'm from London.
What grade are you? And what is your major?
I'm a third year photography student.
I just finished my first year. I'm studying history and politics.
Politics. Cool.
I'm second year going into third year studying English literature.
English literature. 実際にロブは船の上にカメラを持ち込んで写真を楽しんでいます。Okay, cool. Where did you start rowing? How long have you been rowing?
Okay, so I originally started rowing at a small rowing club when I first came to the UK. I did it to lose weight, but then I went to a school to row properly, and I've been rowing for 5 years in total. This will be my 6th year.
6 year.
I started rowing the summer of 2022, I think. Also to lose weight because I had gotten a bit obese at that point. But yeah, I've been rowing for, 2.5 years now?
Yeah. Great.
I started rowing at school in 2019, so about just under 5 years ago.
5 years.
When I was younger, yeah, so that's where I started rowing and then stayed rowing there until I came here to Edinburgh.
What sports did you used to do before rowing?
Well, I didn't do sports for quite a long time, but when I came to the UK, I played a lot of rugby.
Rugby?
I got concussed too many times to play.
I did a lot of stuff just like in elementary school. So did baseball for a little bit, did some football, but the main thing was basketball. Did that for like 8 years.
Aww.
Yeah, and then I joined rowing.
I did a lot of like cross country.
Wow.
And like athletics, like long distance running kind of stuff. I quite enjoyed. It's quite good fun. That I did rowing, and I found that more enjoyable, so I stuck with that instead.
So you're strong endurance training. Okay, thank you. What do you think about our progress so far as a crew? So, or atmosphere or anything else?
I think it's been really good. We started off originally sort of, I think as any new crew, it's a bit difficult to sort of like integrate because we all come from some different mindsets and attitudes and different goal points. But I think on training camp, we've really come together, and some days we're a lot more serious and some days we have a lot more fun. But I think our main goal is to try and make the other boat faster, and so it just means we have fun regardless of how fast we go. So it's just been really good to enjoy the experience for once instead of trying to be the best.
Yeah, I think especially at camp where there's not much else to do except row and kind of make fun of and revel the other crews. I think that especially helps because we are 9 guys in a boat that spend a lot of time together for like hours on end, so you kind of can't not have fun at that point.
Yeah, I think the vibes have been really good. We've had some really good races. I've had a whole training camp together, and it's not all like really like serious all the time. It's quite nice. There's a few times when we can relax a bit, crack a few jokes. Like it's pretty good. It's really good atmosphere. It's really enjoyable to row, and it's also an added bonus that it's very fast as well. So yeah, can't really complain.
It's on holiday.
我々3モーションしてるわけですけど、学生はもうテストもあって何も勉強がないので比較的リラックスしてワイワイやってるんですけど、僕はインターネットも繋がらないんですけど、修論なんとかしなきゃっていうプレッシャーの中で羨ましそうに見ながらパソコンに向かってる日があるっていう感じです。
But does it help you relax a bit?
Yeah, sure. Very enjoyable time, and actually rowing is really good. Yeah, we have some races before the camp and have been improved, and then skyrocket improvement. Yeah, really nice. So from Australia, United States, UK, so is rowing in your country different than UK rowing?
Yeah, so I think in Australia, the athletes are all self-funded. So if you're on the Olympic team, you have to also work a full-time job. Whereas in the UK, the program's a bit different where you get paid to be a full-time athlete and you also get fed every meal and given accommodation. I also think because this is like the home of rowing, there's so much more institutions that are available for you to row at that give you so much more support. Whereas in Australia, whilst it's improving, it's still a very different ball game because it can't be your job. It just has to be a hobby that you do while you do your job.
That's very interesting. Australia rowing is really nice, high level. But here in the UK, so much better in terms of foundation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of going off of that. In the United States, rowing is also self-funded. Like we have some of our top athletes nationally also have to work 2 or 3 jobs to fund themselves going to Italy or Croatia or wherever, like for world championships. So that can be, you know, stressful. But and also there's, yeah, I think it's fair to say there's less of a focus on technique in the States. It's more about power application.
That makes sense.
And yeah, I mean that's the main differences.
That's interesting. I think cross-country ski, you said?
No, like running.
Running. Yeah. Is it popular in UK? I think it's in Japan. It's very rare for younger students to be involved in cross-country running. Is it so popular?
Yeah, it's very popular in the UK amongst like like school kids. It's like a lot of schools enter like competitions or like so like at my old school we all had to run like this cross-country race. Like everyone at the school had to run this cross-country race like once a year. And obviously like you could enter like competitions and stuff as well, so it's quite like a traditional thing I think for some schools as well. Like you have a yearly cross-country race. But yeah, it's very popular.
Which is popular so comparing to rowing, rowing is, I know it's very popular in UK, but cross-country, so running is more accessible sport.
Yeah, definitely.
So which is popular for school kids?
I'd say like cross-country is more popular, but it's only because like the schools it's a tradition thing that they make you do. So like it's kind of the thing that not many people enjoy doing, but everyone does it because they have to do it. So like the school makes them. But like rowing's also, it's popular in the sense that as in a lot of people do it purely because they want to do it. I don't know, that might not be a very good way to describe it. Maybe Rob can answer that one of his experience.
I think because there are all the institutions that date so far back, and because so many of the rivers like you can race on that are in London, Dorney, where the Olympics were held, there's a lot more people around to see. And you also have traditions like the boat race, all the different boat races like the Oxford and Cambridge one. And I think that means younger people are more appealed to the university rowing in the UK. And so it sort of makes it more popular for when you get older, because I did grow up for a lot.
というわけでクルー紹介ビデオラストやっていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。Thank you. Where are you from? What grade are you? What is your major?
So I'm from London, from Barnes in London, and I do mechanical engineering.
Wow.
I'm from Dublin, and I do international business with Spanish.
I'm Ben. I'm from Edinburgh. Don't particularly sound like it. I'm second year studying history.
Okay, thank you. Ben, where did you start rowing? How long have you been rowing?
So I started learning to row as a bit of a laugh when I was 13 on the canal in Edinburgh.
13?
Yeah, 13.
Wow.
As young as you can start. And then I started taking it a bit more seriously when I was 16, and then it stepped on with my rowing at university.
So from 16, you started sweeping.
I did a lot of sculling. I did the Foley at Henley for the quad sculls, and then started doing sweep at uni.
Nice. Cameron, you were a rugby player. So for you, is it first time for Henley?
I did qualifying. I started rowing, 3 years ago in second year. And I did qualifying at the end of my beginner year. I learned to sweep row for like 6 weeks, and then we did qualifying, so as the boat was not very good. And yeah, we did not qualify.
At what level did you play rugby before?
I played rugby to good level, like provincial level, like just about provincial level, which means kind of my state, let's say.
States?
Yeah. And then, but I played tennis before I played rugby, and I was
tennis.
I was a better tennis player than I was a rugby player.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I was ranked 3 in Ireland up till under 14s, and then I switched to rugby because I was bored of tennis. So what's that saying? Master of none, jack of all. Yeah, basically.
Matt, so the same question. Where did you start rowing? Or
so I started rowing at school, Latimer Upper School, when I was 13, 14. So I've been rowing for 11 years now.
11 years?
Yeah.
Oh, quite experienced.
Yeah, but in 2018, after I left school, I took 4 years off rowing properly and got really fat. Well, I peaked at 105.
105?
Yeah, so pretty hefty. And then came back to it last January. I started training full-time again. Yeah.
Nice. So, how long are you sweep rowing?
So I started sweep when I was a J15, so probably 9 years ago.
Wow. Really nice. How have you felt about rowing with me, Japanese cooks?
It's been interesting.
Interesting? Oh.
Yeah, because obviously you have so much knowledge.
Oh, thank you.
We can tell that you know so much about rowing, and we can see it. Like, it must be frustrating for you when you know so much, but you don't always know how to translate that into.
Oh, thank you for understanding.
Yeah, and it must be really tiring as well. Like, always trying to think through in your head, like, how do I tell these guys what I'm trying to tell them, and having to translate everything you say to us on the water. That must be exhausting. I could never do that. I struggle enough just speaking English, so yeah, I've actually really enjoyed it. Because you come to us and you'll send us this stuff through after sessions, and you're like, yeah, this is where we're at, this is where we can be, this is our potential, and it's been really good. And especially in the last couple of weeks when you've just been with us,
it has been helping you.
Yeah, it definitely has, and it's felt like, I feel like when you're just working with us, it must be easier for you as well, because you know us as a crew, and so you're it must be you're able, you learn us, and then you're able to.
Glad to hear that. たくさんこうやってクルーが理解してくれて、クルーが成り立っているっていう、もう本当に僕の英語が全然うまくは喋れないんですけど、テキストとかビデオとか数字とかを使ってクルーをなんとかまとめていっているっていう感じです。
I'd say the same thing. I'd say at the start of the season, I'd say most people felt like this won't work, this is impossible, because your English has got so much better. At the start of the season, your English wasn't that good, so communicating in the boat was very difficult.
Yeah.
And we didn't know your experience in Japan. Like, we just met you. But then as I learned more about you, I realized that you have more experience than every person here, basically. And you've been in boats that are quicker than any boat here, any 8 here.
The extent of improvement is quite bigger.
Yeah, so you're basically better at rowing than most people here, and the more you've earned English, the more it's become clear how much knowledge you have. And then also the preparation, not many, you type out the splits after each session and send it to us. That must take, no one else does that. It takes so much time, the amount of preparation, the amount of effort you put into the crew. I think probably thinking about it, we probably take it for granted a bit, but it's definitely, it's very helpful. And I think if you look at the camp, we're probably, one of the crews that's improving the most, because you're keeping it very simple, giving us a lot of data, giving us encouragement, targets. We're hitting the targets, and you have a very good knowledge. So I think it's constantly getting better and better. I think.
Thank you.
Yes, so I agree with what the other two say, but I've worked with you a lot over the course of the season, and I think it's been really exciting to watch how you've sort of come out of your shell throughout the season, and like you've really, as well, you've brought our crew like the level that we perform at from high performing to even higher performing over the course of quite a short period of time, which has been really exciting to be part of, and shows that your ability as a cox is incredible.
Thank you. I'm really glad to hear I can encourage and help you improve rowing, but at the same time you really encourage me. I really enjoy this experience with you. You're amazing. Okay, so final thing, so free comment for Henley. Almost 3 weeks.
Yeah. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Any comments for Henley?
I'm just excited to see what we can do. I was in this crew last year, and I know for a fact that, well, we're definitely faster than this crew last year, and I think we can go a lot further. I'd just be interested to see how we stack up with other competitors. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited kind of to see how fast we can go. Like, obviously the competition's very tough, and a lot of crews, you know, first boats of other universities will have much more power, and you could draw one of those crews in the first round, you don't know. But I'm really enjoying the process of this crew getting faster, because it feels like everyone's really locked in, and we are getting faster. So regardless of the result, I'm looking forward to seeing how much we can improve in the next 3 weeks, because I think it's been very rewarding, and it'll be useful for the rest of my rowing time. Yeah.
The most enjoyable time now.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of agree. It's sort of like you can never plan for what the draw is going to do to you at Henley. It's just sort of luck whether you get a good side of the draw or not. But I think from where we are now and coming into Henley, I think we can say that we've put everything into making this crew go fast, and I think we are going to go very fast. And I think even if like we draw Brooksay on the Tuesday and we get knocked out at 9 AM on the Tuesday, I think we can look back and be really proud of what we've done with this crew. Like, with the exception of of Temple A, we would have broken the club record at Scott Champs. So as a second 8, that's an incredible thing to have to look back on. We're going faster than the first 8 was last year. Whatever happens at Henley, if we get shagged by the draw, or if we don't get shagged by the draw, make it through to Friday, I think we can be really proud of what we've done as a crew.
Good comment. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Hiroki.